first, we found some elves. The general is dealing with them, which is why he sent you and a surprise guest that you'll get to meet later. Be on your best behavior.
Who's the
Um,
surprise guest?
it's a surprise
Why is it a surprise?
because you're gonna stab me.
All right, it's not. All right.
It's the good kind of surprise.
Is it
Yeah,
the
so
good
be on
kind
your
of
best
surprise?
behavior.
Is it the
It's
good
the
kind
bad
of?
kind of surprise.
Good for me to watch, though.
So, number one, Larimar here. Uh, it's she, right? They're both girls.
Yep, they're both girls.
She is what happens when a web weaver and a Jinzi love each other very much.
She looks at you all of her eyes blinking, not in unison, like
Troy's just handing her like a large plate of sausage.
No, it's like a wave of eyes, like one, then the
Yeah.
other, and then
yeah,
like a wave.
Right.
and she just kind
No,
of
that makes sense.
voraciously eats meat.
Apples, aggressively.
And Breathless was trying to cover it up because if the Shigumo learn, bad things are going to happen. The elves presumably already know.
Presumably.
Well, seeing as they tried to capture the children. They also apparently have a demograph agent who apparently lived. Haru chose not to turn his brains into wallpaper.
Why did? It seems like that would be the type of person to kill.
I mean, he seemed to care about Haru acting like a drunk. So he wasn't entirely bad.
Just because they're not entirely bad doesn't mean they're not a liability.
I mean, you're a little bit bad. Are you calling yourself a liability?
No, I'm not. No, just because they're bad doesn't mean they're a liability either.
Okay, I'm not following.
I'm just saying.
Also, I got you. Charade came here and got you a present. Well, he gave me a present, but I realized that you need a melee weapon.
Why do I need a melee weapon?
Because, like,
Just
Kalita
in
was wrecking
case.
your shit, right? And, like, you could use a close range weapon.
Just in case you run into all other options.
Yeah.
And then Nami.
So
No,
Troy's
no.
gonna pull out the collider. It's this very cool, like, obsidian, like, space-looking sword, and goes, it's magical greatsword.
And there's 6 stars down where the groove of the blade would be, like literal, like floating
Why?
stars.
Why? I assume this is now post breakfast prep and during breakfast eating. Because this.
Yeah.
As soon as Troy takes out the sword, Nami immediately takes a few steps back.
Right. So.
I'll teach you how to use it.
Sure.
Awesome.
Like to over breakfast cast identify on the sword.
Fuck.
You forgot it.
I forgot she had identify. God damn it.
I was gonna say, like, the
upon
Val gets the equivalent of getting flashbanged.
upon identifying the collider, it is a great sword. It's +1. The first 3 swings of this blade per day cause a 10-foot radius originating from the target of the attack to explode in 66 fire damage. Dex save DC 16. All or nothing.
It's everybody.
It
should
includes the wielder.
Yeah, no, that's not. So
You should have told her to take it out for a little test swing before she had a
She
chance.
never would have done that.
She
Have
never
you
would
seen
have.
her arms.
No, but here's another thing. Specifically, who the fuck touches a suspicious looking magic weapon without identifying it first, if they
Or
can?
ask. Or ask
Anyways.
Nami, do you know identify by any chance? I'm just curious.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you just let me succumb to the peer pressure of Charade and swing the fucking thing?
I did it. I wasn't in the room. Jarade was in the room with you.
I think
You
it-
were.
No, you were in the
Well, the
room.
one I was in the room.
Nami brought Charade to Troy's room.
Yeah.
Troy said, I don't have pants on. Nami and Charade was like, that's fine. And then Nami just stayed in the doorway. And then Troy tried out the sword.
It
I,
exploded.
I never went nearby.
He went full Bakugo.
Because I didn't want to
He's
go
apparently
anywhere.
dead now.
Anyways,
Latest
Yeah.
chapter, he got fucking
Yeah, you did.
crucified.
oof.
Yikes.
Free
I'm
spoilers.
not caught up in that.
I'll
that-
catch up at some point. I don't care too much though. I just like the animation.
fair.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well,
So
which
did you
show
want
we're
me to
talking about?
swing this and explode?
My Hero.
I mean, I thought it would be funny at the very least the first time, and then we'd revive you, and then I go, oh, ha ha, don't worry, that was a joke. It's fine."
Right. On the,
Here, let me
I
just
also
roll.
don't know what the fuck to do with it. So
on the bright side, Bal, if you do swing it, it doesn't hurt, sir. As far as I know. I know.
oh
What
no,
if
I just was lucky. It will
Uh,
hurt the user.
Yeah.
It's
you know what I
the save
said,
is all or nothing, is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I was told.
66 fire damage.
Yeah,
I mean, it would
I rolled
almost be worth it
66.
for me, but it would
I
still be
get
dangerous.
evasion next level. I'll be Gucci.
Right, that
Evasion
will be
does not
fine.
affect the blast.
Okay, never mind. It's garbage.
Would you? I think if nobody's gonna use it, we should probably I don't know, sell it.
I mean, I have an idea of what I'm gonna use it for.
I was just going to give it to Bushi.
Why the fuck would I give it to Bushi?
Well, it's mine now.
Eh.
Yeah, and then I was gonna take it. Do you really want this explosive sword, Val?
Bushy doesn't know what it does, so he could just swing it to test it out and then immediately explode us.
No, I'd tell him. It's more useful that way, and it means that he
Saying
won't.
that he wouldn't still
Does
test
Bushi
it out?
have a weapon?
Bushi has weapons.
Yeah.
But he has lots of hands.
He has 6.
He does.
He can't like multi-wield great swords.
He's an NPC. He might be able to. He's really large.
You guys, okay, so
Monster at
I'm
once,
gonna
so it's
pull-
fine.
I'm gonna pull his monster block up, and I'm gonna tell you guys what he has equipped. He has an Adachi, a second Adachi, a flail, and a crossbow.
There you go. So he can.
It's funny we said Nadachi, second Nadachi, Nadachi the third, and the
I don't want
Nadachi.
specifically. If I was going to give it to a spider,
No,
I
it's
don't give
just
this.
an Odachi. No
I
Dachi
don't
is the specific one.
Want to give it to
Odachi
Fu
is-
because food would just blow up.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, I was going to mention
Dude,
that.
swings it and just fucking implodes.
The city block is
He
gone.
does actually save it. His dynamite probably won't.
Magic is
I
weird.
mean-
It doesn't affect the items you're wearing.
At the very least, if nothing else, I was gonna see if I could like cut out a piece of it and put it in the crown and see if that did anything.
The stars.
I don't.
Yeah, because the crown needs like gemstones and maybe like I could give it space powers.
Hey,
Well, we don't-
identify tells me what it does. Can that?
If you touch one of those stars, you'll cause a collision.
It-
So,
I personally like to call it the supernova because it sounds cool.
anyway,
Yeah.
where's the commissar?
More
Knock.
important, where's the
Knock.
Nirvana?
Knock.
Troy's just gonna run over and open the door.
Yikes.
Oh, where's
Val's
my-
holding a great sword.
Don't,
Val even use
don't
great
swing
swords?
that. Do not swing that, Val. By the way.
I'm indoors. I don't want to repair the house.
It does. Sorry, you cast Identify. It will not damage objects that are not on a person or
Yeah.
people themselves. So
It
the,
will
the
damage
blast
stuff.
seems to not damage inanimate objects.
Ah,
It will still damage our actual stuff, like on us, but not.
Anyway, the
Like
commissar
furniture.
comes in when Troy lets him in, and he goes, "Okay, I'm here."
Hi.
Val's gonna go
Um,
up and just like give the sword to Bushi and then leave.
Bushi's
Oh, we
in,
got a visitor. Ah, Commissar.
Bushi's in the dining hall.
Oh, did he move over there?
Uh,
Take sword.
So Troy's just gonna. Do you want breakfast or did you eat on the way here?
Do you possibly think you could feed me? What do you think I eat?
Bodies.
I
Would you like-
don't. We know basically nothing about you.
People.
Do you want an
Watched him
apple?
eat before.
Did you actually say people?
I would say people.
He just like
Yeah.
looks at you and like shakes his head like, "What the- no, I eat
I-
fine food.
I just slowly
Okay,
hand him,
that's fair enough.
just slowly hand him an apple.
Has the general caught you up on everything?
Not really. He said there's a bunch of kids I'm supposed to be watching after, and I didn't think it was supposed to be you people.
Yeah, so Troy's gonna bring him to the dining hall and point at the kids who are probably like on their 4th or 5th plate.
No, the one kid's only eating one plate. The
The
hybrid
other one,
is eating a lot of meat.
yeah, I just
Uh,
He's Commissar super side glances Val.
Val doesn't.
she's gonna be good. Don't worry.
No looking. It's fine.
The kids too.
they're good kids. Outside of
Great with
you know, they're great kids.
I'm great with kids.
That works.
Is he
So
actually?
do you already know about the Shigumo peace treaty?
Yeah, I got filled in.
Okay, cool. So, the kid who's just fucking obliterating every piece of meat that gets on her plate. She is a half of the things that the Shigumo used to get here.
Cool.
Not really.
I mean, all I have to do is sit here and make sure they don't die. So.
Fair enough. Never mind them.
I suppose that would. I know I'm not there.
Does the general want us to see him? Because I was thinking,
The general's pretty busy today, so probably not today.
Val
He
was
goes to
just
talk
there.
to the king.
what?
The king.
We can do
king.
that.
Sure.
Yeah, we can talk to the king.
Why would you
Honestly,
not
I
be able to
always-
talk to the king?
Honestly, I always keep forgetting the king exists, and it's not the general. It's very. It's I'm used. It's
The country
What?
does
Yeah.
too. Don't worry.
Why would you think the man called the general would run the country?
I don't know. He likes cool titles.
So this is just because I wasn't like fully listening. Did he say you could talk to the king instead, or the king wants to talk to you?
You could talk to the king instead.
Okay. All right. And is he on the up and up on everything? I'm assuming he is, but
I wanted to go outside and check the quest board to see if there's anything or something
There's
posted.
nothing new there.
All right.
Why would you expect the king to not? He's the king.
I'm from the dark. I honestly don't understand how this political structure works.
I'm sure you do.
I've
I'm-
been here for 2.5 years.
That's a
Certain
long
that you
time.
understand how a king works.
Yeah, but usually
Can I
they're
roll an
pretty busy.
intelligence check?
Sure.
Sure. Like, what do you want?
5.
No, what role? Or like in just for
Yes!
intelligence?
You still know